Well, this is written by a Canadian, so I'm going to assume she thinks Cab has the most body out of these three. Welcome back to Rewind with bschwitty. Because there's too many people on this earth, we need a new plague. Today we're going to be taking the How High is Your Wine IQ quiz. And hopefully mine's pretty high. But we will see how that goes. Yeah. It's a BuzzFeed quiz. We're doing another BuzzFeed quiz. I'm drinking some more of that sparkling Rosé from, well, a few episodes now. But it seemed like a shame to waste it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we're doing the How High is Your Wine IQ quiz from Sarah Aspler, BuzzFeed staff, Canada. What's the best way to hold a wine glass? Gripping it from the stem, cupping a bowl of glass, drinking it straight from the bottle. Well, I don't think drinking it straight from the bottle is holding a wine glass, although I do have a guzzle buddy, so who knows. Gripping the stem. I know I'm correct. Which of these white wines is the sweetest tasting? This is written by someone that doesn't know what they're doing. The choices are Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, or Chardonnay. I'm sure you could find sweet variations of all of them. In fact, I have a late harvest Sauvignon Blanc in that cabinet above me. But I believe she's trying to imply that Riesling is the most. So this isn't just a quiz about my wine knowledge. It's a quiz about how much I know other people's lack of wine knowledge. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Wine grapes contain seeds. True. All grapes contain seeds unless they're seedless. How can you make a red wine taste better? Serving it in a thin and tall wine glass, which I believe she means a champagne flute, which is not the answer. Warming it up with your hands, which also is not a great idea, especially since it's not going to be cold to start with. And using a decanter. Using a decanter is the correct... my God. What is the curly part of the bottle opener called? She's going to call it the worm. A worm, a corker, or a whistle. It's actually a helix. But, worm is one of the colloquial terms used in the serving industry. You should taste wine before smelling it. This is false. You should smell the wine before tasting it. Oh, God. What's a common mistake people make? I was actually afraid that she might throw something that I wouldn't know on here and then be greatly embarrassed because you guys are watching me for some wine knowledge sometimes. What's a common mistake people make when opening a bottle of champagne? Holding the bottle at a 45-degree angle. Removing the cage, the metal part over the cork instead of just loosening it. Rotating the bottle slowly while opening it. Well, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. Keep your fucking thumb on top of the cork so it doesn't pop out. It'll give you more control once the cork is no longer secure. How can you avoid dripping while pouring a glass? You just twist the bottle. Holding the glass at an angle like you're pouring a beer. Placing your hand up the neck of the bottle. Rotating the bottle away from you as you stop pouring. You should place the bottle on its side when keeping wine in the fridge. I do. Because is this after you open it or before you open it? On the side in the fridge would keep the cork moist. If you leave it upright, just like in any other way, it would cause it to dry out. But if you place it on the side after it's open in the fridge and you don't have a proper stopper, it's just going to spill in your fridge. I'm going to say true. Storing your bottle upright will reduce the amount of surface area that's just... Oh my God. You didn't say an open bottle! She didn't say an open bottle. Which red wine has the most body? Pinot Noir, Zinfandel, or Cabernet Sauvignon? Well, this is written by a Canadian, so I'm going to assume she thinks Cab has the most body out of these three. Although there's some big fucking sins out here, so... How long can an open bottle of sparkling wine last in your fridge before spoiling? Well, it depends on how you store it. I have one of these. White wines in general should be able to last a week in your fridge. I'm going to give it a week. 1 to 3 days. It says, after 1 to 3 days in the fridge, sparkling wine will lose its carbonation. Not if you store it properly! And for those of you that don't know, this little device here clamps down to keep the carbonation in, therefore keeping it from oxidizing. And you still get your little carb, you get your little fizz. When pairing food and wine, the wine should be sweeter than the food. What? 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 I don't even know what she's talking about. Wine should be bolder, and a bold dish should complement a bold wine. I don't know what she's talking about. Oh my God. If the food is sweeter than the wine it's matched with, the wine will end up tasting too bitter in comparison. That's why people pair port wine with dessert. Maybe I just read it wrong. Everything she said is true. Just some context would be fucking helpful. Christ. I literally just did 2 episodes where three Wednesday episodes where I did pairings. Oh my God. I have an aneurysm. Which of the following is not a wine swirling technique? The handheld swirl, the tabletop swirl, the shaking swirl. What causes the pink color of a rosé? Couleur. Very Canadian. Sorry, Alexi. Very Queen's English. What causes the skin of the grapes, the barrel that the wine ferments inside, the addition of natural dye? Technically, any of those 3 things, natural dye being a concentrate or additive. Or if you accidentally use a red barrel on your rosé. Because all grape juice, or most grape juice, is white, even reds, until it has skin contact. Champagne comes from Italy, and Prosecco comes from just. She tasks me. It's the other way around! Champagne is from France and Prosecco comes from Italy. You got 12 out of 15 right. Very impressive. Your wine IQ is pretty high. Not quite in the top percentile. Don't freak out. Your score is nothing to whine about. I don't know if we'll get to this. I might edit it out for a second episode. But can you choose the right glass of wine? From Jamie Jones, BuzzFeed staff. Which glass of wine do you want to drink? I'm really sorry. She was Canadian, which means that I assume stereotypically she's a very nice person. Which glass of wine do you want to drink? What's the point of this quiz? I would like to drink this one. I got the right wine. There's a reason Jesus turned water into wine and not, say, Mountain Dew. It's because wine is godly. The Messiah understood that, and so do you. You have the blood of Jesus coursing through your veins, although that's mostly down to how much wine you had at lunch. I don't understand. I'm just going to do this a second time, see if I get the same result. Okay, so they're all the right glass of wine. All right, that's enough for me today. Thank you for joining us on Wind Down Wednesday. Cheers. I'll leave the links to these BuzzFeed quizzes down below. Sorry, it's not something that you could share your results with. Join us on Friday. We're going to interview Sarah Boone. You may remember her last week. She came on with Amber as a part of the duo The Wandering Honeys. And we're just going to drink. We're going to talk about wine. And that's how we're going to end the week. My name is bschwitty. You can find me on the socials at bschwitty/bschwitty, whatever bschwitty. Thank you for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe. I will catch you next time. This has been Rewind. I'm bschwitty. Bye.